Mathematics, VV Vanya Perumal College for Women, Virudhunagar. I am going to give a short lecture on measurable sets. First of all, I let you know about what is a measure. It is a non-negative real valued extended real valued function defined on collection of sets of real numbers. That is, let M be a collection of sets of real numbers. Let a set function M that assigns to each set E in some collection of sets of real numbers a non-negative extended real number M of E called the measure of E, which has the following properties. Measure of a set is defined for every set E of real numbers. For an interval I, the measure of an interval is nothing but its length. If sequence En is a collection of disjoint sets of measurable sets, then measure of union of En is equal to sigma measure of En, that is, measure of union of all the sets is nothing but sum of the measures of the individual sets. Now, we are going to prove that every Cantor set has measure 0. First, let us construct the Cantor set, and then we are going to prove that this set is measurable, and finally we are going to prove the set has measure 0. Let us construct the Cantor set as follows. Consider the closed interval 0, 1. The first step in the construction of the Cantor set is to subdivide this interval into 3 intervals of equal length 1 by 3. That is, divide the closed interval 0, 1 as closed interval 0, 1 by 3, open interval 1 by 3, 2 by 3, and the closed interval 2 by 3, 1. Now, you remove the middle interval, open interval 1 by 3, 2 by 3 from the interval 0, 1 to obtain the closed set C1, which is the union of two disjoint closed intervals, that is closed interval 0, 1 by 3 and closed interval 2 by 3, 1, each of length 1 by 3. Now, we repeat this open middle 1/3 removal on each of the two intervals in C1 to obtain a closed set C2. That is, you divide the closed interval 0, 1 by 3 as 0, 1 by 9 and the open interval 1 by 9, 2 by 3 and the closed interval 2 by 9, 1 by 3. Similarly, you divide the closed interval 2 by 3, 1 as the closed interval 2 by 3, 7 by 9 and open interval 7 by 9, 8 by 9 and the closed interval 8 by 9, 1. Now, C2 is the union of four closed intervals, each of length 1 by 9. That is, C2 is equal to disjoint union of closed interval 0, 1 by 9, closed interval 2 by 9, 1 by 3, closed interval 2 by 3, 7 by 9 and closed interval 8 by 9, 1. Now, we repeat this open middle 1/3 removal on each of the 4 intervals in C2 to obtain a closed interval C3, which is the union of 8 closed intervals, each of length 1 by 9. We continue this removal operation countably many times to obtain the countable collection of sets Ck. Now, we define the Cantor set C as the intersection of these closed intervals Ck. K varies from 1 to countable intersection, therefore K varies from 1 to infinity. Here, each Ck is the union of 2 power k intervals. And each Ek is closed. We know that arbitrary intersection of closed sets is closed, therefore C is closed. As the set C is the intersection of countable collection of closed sets, C is a Borel set. We know that every Borel set is measurable, and therefore C is measurable. Therefore, we have proved that a Cantor set is a measurable set. Now, we are going to prove this set has measure 0. Now, C1, C2, etc., Ck, etc. are disjoint union of closed intervals. Therefore, measure of C1. Now, we know we have this Cantor set is nothing but the points that remain as k tends to infinity, that makes up the Cantor set. Now we are going to find the measure of that set character set, measure of that set. Now m of C1 is nothing but measure of the closed interval 0, 1 by 3 and the closed interval 2 by 3, 1, each of length 1 by 3. Therefore, measure of C1 is 2 by 3. Similarly, measure of C2 is nothing but the measure of these closed intervals 0, 1 by 9, closed interval 2 by 9, 1 by 3 and closed interval 2 by 3, 7 by 9 and closed interval 8 by 9, 1, each of length 1 by 9. Therefore, measure of C2 is 2 by 3 the whole power 2. Now continuing this process, Ck is the disjoint union of 2 power k intervals each of length 1 by 3 the whole power k. Therefore, measure of Ck is 2 power k into 1 by 3 the whole power k, which is nothing but 2 by 3 the whole power k. Now we know that if A is subset of B, the measure of A will be less than or equal to measure of B. Now if here we are having C is contained in Ck for all k, therefore measure of C is less than or equal to measure of Ck for all k. As 2 by 3 is less than 1, 2 by 3 the whole power k tends to 0 as k tends to infinity. Therefore, measure of C is less than or equal to 0. That implies measure of C is equal to 0 as measure cannot be negative. Hence, we have proved that every character set has measure 0. I hope all have enjoyed this lecture. Thank you.